Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are still in traffic in Ocho Rios. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, in this first incident, this one took place last night, Sunday, December 3, about 10:30. It took place at Water Lily Crescent in the Hendon Norwood area of Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are told that a man, he's in his late 50s. He was at home, fast asleep, when he was awoken by loud explosions coming from his kitchen. The man, he got up and went to investigate. We are told that glass bottle splinters were seen on the ground in the kitchen, and fire was seen on the upper section of the kitchen door and on a plastic broom. Someone threw a bottle boom in the house. The man, he managed to fill a container with water and put out the fire. No one was injured. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next story, we are learning that a 25-year-old JDF soldier, a private, his left leg was broken at the checkpoint at Greenwood at the border of Trelawney and St. James. This took place yesterday evening, Sunday, December 3 at minutes to 7 o'clock. Our information is that a group of bikers, they were heading towards the checkpoint when they were signaled to stop. One of them, he decided that he not stop, and he collided into one of the guardrails. He then collided into the JDF private, breaking his left leg. The soldier, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted, and the guy who was riding the bike, he was taken into custody. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this one, it took place Friday afternoon, December 1, about 12:30. It took place at Sammy Drive in the Norwood area of St. James. We are told that a joint police-military team, they carried out an operation in the area. An open lot was searched, and one brown shopping bag was found along the fence line. The bag was searched, and bingo, it was found to contain one black and chrome Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 4 rounds of 9mm cartridges. No one was arrested in connection with this find, but officers, job well done. Over in the parish of Hanova, detectives have arrested and charged a guy. His name is Jermaine Stevens, but he's popularly known as Punku. Punku is 26 years old and he's living at Ginger Hill in the Kingsville area of Hanova. We are told that Punku, he also has an address at Anatole Bay in St. Mary. The allegations are that on the early morning of Tuesday, June 13, earlier this year, about 6 o'clock, an auto body repairman in his early 60s was at his home at Ginger Hill when he saw Punku entering an unfinished concrete house beside his house. It is said that Punku, he looked at the man, pulled a gun from his waist and pointed it at the man, telling him, "Don't move." The man, he managed to run off in bushes, making good his escape. A report was made to the police, who had been searching for Punku from ever since. Well, last week, Wednesday, Punku, he was picked up by the police, and on Saturday, December 2, he was officially charged for assault at common law and possession of prohibited weapon, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next story, yesterday afternoon, Sunday, December 3, about 1 o'clock, we are learning that passers-by, they saw a man lying motionless and unresponsive on his back in a clump of bushes near to the fence on the premises of the Petcom gas station at Megamart in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. The police, they were called, and this man, who appeared to be dead, he was later identified as Alan Benjamin. He was born on July 27, 1966, 57 years old, and he lived at Walworth Drive in the Christian Gardens area of Gregory Park in the parish of St. Catherine. The police, they are awaiting a postmortem to ascertain the cause of death. Sad indeed. Now, in this next story, that lady on your screen, her name is Miss Christine Watson. She is 61 years old and she's living at Beach 22nd Street near Elk Drive in Far Rockaway, Queens in New York. The guy beside her is her nephew. His name is Courtney Garden. He is 38 years old. Now, both Miss Watson and Courtney, they are from Jamaica. Courtney, he was living in Bronx, New York, where he was convicted for a felony. Courtney's aunt, Miss Christine Watson, she took him in her home in Queens because she felt sorry for him and he was constantly telling her that he was trying to get his life together. Courtney, he has been in and out of homeless shelters over roughly the last year after he and his wife separated. One of Courtney's sister, she tried to tell her aunt not to take Courtney in. She told her to let him go back to the shelter, but her aunt did not listen to her. Courtney, we are told, he was suffering from mental illness and depression. His sister stated that he lost his wife, he lost his happy home, and he lost his job. The sister, she would sometimes take him to mental health facilities, but he was routinely released. She is reported to have said the mental health facilities told her that Courtney was a grown man and because of his age, she couldn't sign the consent and give him the treatment. Well, yesterday morning, Sunday, December 3, about 5 o'clock, Courtney snapped and he went on a murderous rampage at his aunt's home, killing 4 of her family members. They included an 11-year-old girl, a 12-year-old boy, a 44-year-old woman, and a 30-year-old man. And Courtney's aunt, who took him in about a month ago, she was also stabbed and is battling for life in hospital. The police, they were called, and on their arrival, Courtney attacked and cut 2 of them. He was eventually killed by the police. Sad indeed. Now, I carried a story on Thursday, November 30. It was about the killing of a guy named Romaine Wright. He was born on August 22, 1997, 26 years old. So, what we are learning is that Romaine, he's originally from the parish of St. Elizabeth, but he rented a room and was staying in the Hendon Norwood area of Montego Bay because he was working at a call center in Montego Bay. There is a photo of Romaine on your screen. I told you when I carried the story on Thursday that Romaine, he was also called Big Barney, but we were corrected and told that he was not called that name. Remember, I told you that on Wednesday in the day, hoodlums attacked 2 guys in the Felicity Road area of Montego Bay. The car that they were in was shot up, but they were not harmed. It is said that later on in the night, at least one of the guys who were shot at and his cronies, they decided to take revenge, and their plan was to kill anyone who they saw from a certain area. Romaine Wright, he left work at the Montego Bay Freeport and he just came off a taxi in the vicinity of the Glendevon Primary School about 7:30 that night when hoodlums attacked and killed him. We are told that 12 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Just like that, a man who not involved in the war is taken out by hoodlums. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, on Friday, October 27, I carried a story. Well, I had carried two stories. On Thursday afternoon, October 26, a hoodlum named Odaine Simit, also known as Punks, and his girlfriend Imani Jarrett, they were shot and killed by hoodlums while they were in a taxi in front of the Salt Spring Primary School in St. James. Later that same night or early Friday morning, about 1 o'clock, that man on your screen, his name is Anthony Forbes, but he was popularly known as Platop or Gummy. Platop was born on October 8, 1976, 47 years old. Platop was at his home at Flower Hill in the parish of St. James with his 15-year-old son when hoodlums, armed with M16 rifle, AK-47 rifle and handguns, kicked off his front door, entered the house and shot and killed him. His son received serious gunshot wounds to his right knee and he was admitted in hospital. Now, word on the street is that Platop's murder was a reprisal for the death of Odaine Simit and Imani Jarrett. There's also word on the street that hoodlums had accused Platop of informing where some guns were hidden, resulting in them being recovered by members of the security forces. Well, the police, they have now charged one of the hoodlums who is alleged to be involved in the killing of Platop, and he is the same hoodlum who was charged for killing 9-year-old Nicholiva Smith and 7-year-old Justin Perry, as also Tevin Hayle, also known as Bansell. That hoodlum, his name is Travis Tummings, but he's popularly known as Chichi. He is 25 years old. So, Chichi, he's now facing 4 murder charges. Do you think Chichi was involved in a lot more that he hasn't been charged for? The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Now, before I touch on the final story for today, yesterday I told you about that guy on your screen. His name is Shavoy McIntosh. He's from Green Pond in the parish of St. James. I told you that Shavoy, he was killed in Portmore Friday night and his body found Saturday morning. I had asked the question, what was Shavoy doing in Portmore? And I had promised to do some digging. Well, I don't have to bother do any digging. Sir P on Politics Watch, he uploaded a video this afternoon about Shavoy. He was also known as Benkers. Go and watch that video. In the final story for today, that youngster on your screen, his name is Nathaniel Anderson, but he was popularly known as Natty. Natty was born on May 30, 2006, 17 years old, and he lived at Bamboo Drive in the Hopewell area of Hanova. So listen this now, and listen how this youngster gave away his life. Saturday night, December 2 at minutes to 10 o'clock. Natty, who should have been home, he was inside a bar with other persons at the Hopewell Square in Hanova. A 23-year-old guy who I'm going to be calling Len, he was also in the bar. We are told that Len, he was walking past 17-year-old Natty when he mistakenly stepped on one of his shoes. what did Len do? Him turned around, looked at Natty and told him sorry. Natty, he wanted to prove something, and that apology was not enough for him. So he pushed Len in his face. Len, he was trying to avoid problems, so he turned around and walked away. 17-year-old Natty, he pulled a ratchet knife and juked Len twice in his back. Are you following me? Let me recap. Follow me now. Len, he mistakenly stepped on one of Natty's shoes, most likely a Clark's shoes. Len, he turned to Natty and apologized. That was not good enough for Natty, so he pushed off Len's face. Len, he turned around and was walking away. Natty, he pulled a ratchet knife and inflicted 2 wounds to Len's back. Len, he turned around and Natty, he used the same ratchet knife to inflict another wound to the left side of Len's face, right above his eye. 17-year-old Natty, he tried to juke Len with the knife again, but Len, he grabbed onto Natty's hand with the knife and took it away from him. But badman Natty, him never done. He picked up a Heineken bottle and attacked Len with it, and Len, he rightfully defended himself. Natty, he received stab wounds to his stomach and the right side of his chest. Natty, he ran off, but he collapsed and fell along the roadway. Both of them, Natty and Len, they were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where 17-year-old Nathaniel Anderson, also known as Natty, he died whilst undergoing treatment at 5 minutes to 12 midnight. Len, he was treated and admitted. Now, just like that, this youngster gave away his 3 points. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when we turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up